Right now at 5, a woman accused of killing her husband in a 2019 hit and run is in court. What the attorney said in today's opening arguments.
And the latest plans from the universities of Wisconsin as they try to recover from a multi-million-dollar budget cut.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, the trial is underway for a woman accused of killing her husband in a 2019 fatal hit and run. 53-year-old Lori Phillips is facing one charge of second-degree reckless homicide.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr was at the courthouse this morning where opening arguments from both prosecution and defense were heard. Good evening, Dua.
Ken and Emily, Lori and her husband, 48-year-old Mark Phillips, started their night at a dive bar. The next morning, investigators found Mark's body next to a snowbank near their home. During the opening arguments, both prosecutors and defense attorneys detailed the night Mark Phillips died. Both lawyers and Lori said Mark got into an argument the night of February 22, 2019. Both had been drinking at a local bar. According to the criminal complaint, Lori told investigators she decided to leave and stay in a hotel for the night. Lori told investigators she got into her truck. Mark, who was on the passenger side outside, ran to her side of the car. Lori told investigators she took off. The passenger door was still open. Lori told investigators she was unable to get a room at a hotel and stayed in the hotel's parking lot until 2 a.m. When she arrived home, Lori told investigators she slept on the couch. In court, lawyers played the audio of the 911 call Lori made after she found Mark's body.
There's no reason I can. Okay, please. I know this is difficult. Tell me, please, why does it look like she's dead? No, he's frozen to the ground.
The defense argued that Lori feared for her life while living with Mark. Defense lawyers detailed abuse Lori faced prior to the night and during the argument. A medical expert for the prosecution testified Mark had extensive blunt force trauma on his left side and his ribs were broken. The expert stated Mark had injuries that were consistent with a significant amount of force and a crushing type injury. If convicted, Lori faces up to 25 years in prison.
All right, Dua, thanks very much. In the meantime, some seasonable temperatures for the region today. Let's get the latest from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart. Good evening, Greg.
Yeah, it definitely was a more seasonable mild day or even warm day here. We got up to 65 degrees at the airport, a little bit cooler up to the north, but overall not too bad. Nothing record-wise. The record was 75 going back to 2020, but overall a very nice start to the week. As you see, overall temperature still in the 50s to upper 40s further across the area, so overall still a very pleasant evening. We have cloud cover that's beginning to approach in, but overall you see those temperature changes pretty close to what we had yesterday. A little bit cooler up to the north. There is a system coming through, and that's why you've seen the drops further to the west in Mankato especially. Overall, we have a system beginning to push some cloud cover in. That's really not going to be the big thing. We might see some more to the west begin to approach here later on, but overall cloudy skies really are the main rule for this evening across most of the area as you see the clouds begin to push more into the area. So overall for this evening for La Crosse, we're getting back down to 44. We'll see increasing clouds throughout, but still seasonally mild at 44 degrees. Then as we go through Eau Claire, they've seen the cloud cover overall, but we're going to see those go back to 41. But once again, still not bad for this time of year. And overall, we're going to kind of give you a breakdown of what to expect as we go through the week as you're trying to get rid of those leaves on the ground, or if you're going to enjoy a night out because it is National Nacho Day today too.
Well,
so
we have to
got to
go
get that
then.
thing going. So I'll explain all that a little bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Well, Milwaukee's police chief is recovering after being involved in a car accident this morning. Authorities say a dump truck slammed into Chief Jeffrey Norman's car while he was stopped at a red light. Norman had just left a conference on reckless driving. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office is investigating the incident, and they say the truck driver is cooperating with police.
The universities of Wisconsin announced a plan to recover $32 million cut from its budget by the legislature back in July. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the details. Jeremy?
Ken and Emily, the Republican-controlled legislature cut the funding in an attempt to eliminate 188 positions that largely supported diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. While Governor Evers was able to save those positions from being cut, he was not able to stop the loss of funding. The budget passed by the governor allows UW to recover the funding if it can show the money will be spent on workforce development and not DEI programs. The plan announced by the university today would do just that, directing funds to engineering, healthcare, business, and computer science. One student we spoke with at UWL here in La Crosse says the funding is critical.
It's good because it's hard to schedule as a business major here. Like, it's hard to get into classes as there's few professors. And I know a lot of my friends are part of the business field and they have struggles with like trying to get in those classes as well and want to learn more.
The Board of Regents will meet on Thursday to decide whether to approve the proposal. And if approved, UW-Madison and UW-Milwaukee will receive approximately $2.5 million each, while UW-La Crosse will receive $1 million each year. Ken, Emily?
All right, Jeremy, thank you. GOP leaders recently continued efforts to force the UW system to cut DEI spending by withholding pay raises that were approved in the budget for those UW employees. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has promised not to approve the raises until the university system cuts DEI spending by $32 million.
Gunderson Health System and St. Clair Health Mission were awarded the Global Vision Award today by the Wisconsin Hospital Association. Their Rotary Mobile Medical Clinic was honored for taking medicine to the streets for the WHA's Street Medicine Program. The Mobile Medical Clinic is a free clinic that travels to immigrant and unsheltered communities 2 to 3 times a week. It provides basic health services these communities wouldn't have access to.
The mobile medicine in St. Clair's allows residents to spend time advocating for patients who are underserved, which is something we're really passionate about. And it also helps break down barriers for patients and allows them to access care.
The mobile medical clinic provides treatment for injuries, acute medical conditions like coughs and sore throats, and administers preventative health care. It serves roughly 600 patients a year. Well, just ahead, former President Donald Trump is testifying in court again today.
It's part of his high-profile civil trial in New York. We'll have the latest on what he had to say when we come back.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Owens Corning foamular insulation panels have superior moisture resistance for interior and exterior applications and are the first line of defense against heat loss through basement walls. Save 11% on all insulation products at Menards. Complete your updates with Alex Plus all-purpose caulk. This sealant works for a variety of projects and is paint ready in 30 minutes. Only $1.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously, forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay! It's Nicolay! Nicolay Law!
100 years. There are very few businesses that have withstood this test of time.
But it was in 1923 that our family opened a 2-stall garage and used car dealership in Pleasantville, Wisconsin, serving the surrounding communities that today has grown into the Osseo Automotive family of dealerships.
A commitment to excellence through a century of automotive innovation is waiting for you.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
Mike Glassmaker enjoys working at Park Bank because he can help with all aspects of his customers' banking needs. Mike also enjoys the heat, all kinds of heat. As a loan officer, he enjoys the personal attention he can give his customers. Mike enjoys the heat of brats and burgers and ribs and anything he can fit on his grill. So visit Mike at Park Bank in La Crosse to talk about your banking needs and heat. All sorts of heat. Park Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Windows are a lot like car tires. They all look the same, but they definitely don't all perform the same.
Take our StarMark composite window, available exclusively at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient. All at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. Don't settle on your new windows. Insist on the best windows you can buy. Receive up to 25% off your new windows with our cooperative savings plan.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Former President Trump was out of his element and under oath today in the New York civil fraud trial that could decide the future of his business empire.
CBS's Naomi Ruckham has more from the courthouse, where the judge reminded the current GOP frontrunner these proceedings are not a political rally.
Former President Trump calmly stared at the news cameras before Monday's session got underway. But not long after he was sworn in, things got testy. Trump drew several rebukes from state Supreme Court Judge Arthur Engoron for giving speeches, not answers. The judge called a brief recess, asking Trump's attorneys to control their client.
Trump has gone in there.
Columbia University law professor John Coffey says provoking the judge won't help Trump's cause.
And Donald Trump does very well in political campaigning when it explodes, but it doesn't work in court.
The current GOP presidential frontrunner is accused in an alleged scheme to dramatically inflate his wealth in order to get better loans and financing. He testified he feels some of his properties are actually undervalued, and outside the courtroom repeated his claims of political persecution.
It's a very unfair situation. This is really election interference. That's all it is. This trial is ridiculous.
New York Attorney General Letitia James said she expected name-calling at the microphones.
But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie.
The potential financial losses are staggering. The case could cost Trump $250 million in penalties and bar his iconic company from operating in New York.
That would really virtually terminate his business empire.
Last week, Trump's two older sons testified, downplaying their connection to financial records. Eldest daughter Ivanka Trump is expected to take the stand on Wednesday. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Now, Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, is not a defendant in that case. Still ahead tonight at 5, the war between Israel and Hamas continues.
And many Israelis are blaming Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for the chaos. The new poll showing how many of them want him to resign.
And after the region saw some 60-degree weather, we're going to see a slow drop in those temperatures throughout the week. I'll explain how far they may go, as well as we'll see if any rain later this week. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Get your new flooring before the holidays. At Interior Designs, we have the flooring to fit your style and budget. Our designers will help you pick out the perfect carpet, ceramic tile, or laminate. Contact Interior Designs today to have your new flooring installed before the holidays.
College is more than the knowledge you gain. It's a place to cultivate your curiosity. It's where you explore the potential and what's next. It's where you find the tenacity to rise, rather than settle for good enough. It's a series of moments that add up to form your future self. It's where what you want is within reach, on your terms. It's where you find a career, not just a job. Western Technical College. Discover what you're made of.
While there are many unexpected factors that can affect the next growing season, farmers have grown to expect the expected with Rinck Seed. Our consistent top-end yields come from strict quality control, trusted technology, and local dealers invested in your success. Rinck Seed has been a family-owned and operated business since 1846. More than 175 years later, we still have the highest performing genetics on the market in all environments. Rinck Seed.
I went from doing heroin and cocaine on a daily basis to selling things, stealing things, even selling to my friends, and then cutting it down just to keep my addiction going. Knowing that there's Narcan out there that could help you not die and have that chance at tomorrow, I'd hope everyone does their due diligence in learning ways they can get it.
Rent to Own would love to help you bag your deal for $10. $10 pays for your first month on anything in the store. So stop into Leibachens Rent to Own and bag your deal for $10. Offer expires November 30th.
What you want, when you want it. Leibachens Rent to Own.
Get your new flooring before the holidays. At Interior Designs, we have the flooring to fit your style and budget. Our designers will help you pick out the perfect carpet, ceramic tile, or laminate. Contact Interior Designs today to have your new flooring installed before the holidays.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
In Israel, the Hamas terror attacks and the government response have sharpened the country's intense political divisions.
Many blame Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for what's happening. In a new poll by an Israeli news station, 76% of Israelis now want Prime Minister Netanyahu to resign, blaming him for the security failures of October 7th. Anger has snowballed against him for striking down the Supreme Court's independence this year, for corruption charges from 2016, and for billing himself as Mr. Security in campaign videos, saying he would take care of Israel's children.
A leader needs to think 100% about our soldiers and our country and 0% about himself. And this is for sure not Netanyahu.
Netanyahu has avoided any responsibility for security failures on October 7th, but he said he is responsible for winning this war. He says there will be a time for blame and investigation, but now is not the time.
Meanwhile, in New York City, more than 100 activists staged a sit-in at the Statue of Liberty this afternoon, demanding an immediate end to the Israel-Hamas war. The protesters, dressed uniformly in black, gathered on the pedestal shortly before 1 p.m. when they dropped massive banners with a calling for a ceasefire and other slogans such as "The whole world is watching" and "Never again for anyone." The group sang in unison, "Ceasefire now," and occupied the National Monument for about 20 minutes before leaving.
Well, here in the Coulee region, some seasonable temperatures to start off the work week. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we've seen a nice, really temperatures for overall. We're going to see that throughout the week. And really the pattern has become, if you look at the big picture, really more west to east. And once again, if we do this pattern, we tend to get weak systems that kind of come across our area. Don't produce a lot of precipitation, but keep the temperatures fairly seasonal. We're not too much colder or hot, basically because of the pattern. So we're going to see more of that out to the west, and that's going to provide some precipitation chances, but nothing really significant. So once again, we might have a few showers tomorrow. I'll break that down. We have more showers or maybe just drizzle coming in Tuesday night and Wednesday as that one front comes through. Not an all-day rain event, not a lot of rain. And it looks mainly dry this weekend and all the way through next week, along with the temperatures, which is the other story. We're not going to see just a slow drop, but upper 40s, low 50s. So it'll be cooler tomorrow and Wednesday, but still seasonable. More 40s Thursday and Friday. Friday will probably be the coldest day of this period, but even that's not going to be that cold. And then looks like 50s back early next week. So overall, you really can't beat for the first couple weeks we've had so far going into November. Overall, speaking of that rain tonight, we have cloud cover overhead. We're going to start seeing a little bit of a weak little front begin to lift north that may provide a shower or maybe a sprinkle come basically around 8 to 10 a.m. I think most of the morning commute will be dry, but that might provide a little bit as it lifts north. Then the rest of the day really is just going to be cloud cover, and then we're going to see more of the showers or maybe even just some light drizzle begin to approach towards tomorrow night. Might even be a little bit of a mix as you get towards Ladysmith and up there overnight hours, but overall this will be real light rain if it falls to the ground or sprinkles. 43 degrees we go through, and then that'll continue overnight with, once again, maybe a mixture if you go further north and east, but all the rest of the area, as you see, we're in the 40s with some light rain going throughout the morning. Big picture shows you, here's that system coming through right there with the rain chance. The low basically is up to Winnipeg. We'll see that begin to push through, and then more rain chances come through maybe through Wednesday. And then as you go into Thursday, it's going to clear out, but we're probably going to see some breezy conditions with the wind behind this system come through. But overall, it'll still be not too overly bad with the temperatures. As you see, most of the bulk of the cold air and the snow with this system stays to the north. We're generally going to be dry and clear skies. If we look beyond that, really the pattern is such that we're not going to see much in the way. You're going to see the ridge build up, the temperatures begin to push up, and really the pattern begins to push this jet stream well to our north, keeps the cold air locked to it, and all the storm systems really continue to push to our north or stay to the south, kind of a split flow pattern that we keep in. So overall, that means our temperatures and conditions should be fairly good. And if you see overall, we're going to see them go down probably a few degrees towards seasonable levels as we go towards the end of the week. But overall, we're not seeing a lot of blue on that, so we're not going to go really far beyond below average as we approach Veterans Day. We'll actually start coming back up towards the end of the week into the weekend. So that's the good news. Once again, if you don't want cold air, we don't have much of it for the next several days. But overall tonight, we might have a shower or sprinkle towards the morning, but mid to upper 30s. Overall tomorrow, maybe a shower in the morning. I think most areas will stay dry. It'll be more towards the afternoon and especially towards the evening when we might see showers. But overall, cooler, but still low upper 40s, low 50s. You can't beat that overall for what we're looking at for November. And the temperature continues to fall a little bit, but just slow. We'll dry out by Thursday and Friday. 43 is probably the coolest day of the week. And then for the weekend, still looks good. And we might see the 50s come back next week. So All in all, you can't really beat the forecast right now. A little bit wet Wednesday, but other than that, it's okay.
I love the sunny days ahead.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
Greg, thanks very much.
Thank you.
When we come back tonight at 5, President Biden making a major announcement regarding more than 24 rail projects.
Find out how much money he has announced for the projects and where the money will be going.
Attention seniors, be safe with your affordable tub-to-shower conversion or enjoy an all-new bathroom. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
Experience the magic of the season at the Holiday Open House. Join us Friday, November 10th in downtown La Crosse to start your holiday shopping. Don't miss the tree lighting with Santa at Grounded. Enjoy time with family and friends at the Holiday Open House.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're the cold weather experts, offering unbeatable deals on the gear and supplies you need to get ready for winter. Right now, Citgo SuperGuard Full Synthetic Motor Oil, just $4.49 a quart after sale and rebate. All Rain-X wiper blades start at just $10.99. And save 20% on your favorite Farm and Fleet baking ingredients. Plus, don't miss great gifts at great prices in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Get the bathroom of your dreams faster than ever. Call today or go online to schedule your free consultation and take advantage of our 30-day bathroom offer from your home improvement company. That's right, a complete bathroom project from order to installation in 30 days or less. Our team of trained and certified professionals will ensure your project is done right the first time. And on top of that, we're offering no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2025. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Experience the magic of the season at the Holiday Open House. Join us Friday, November 10th in downtown La Crosse to start your holiday shopping. Don't miss the tree lighting with Santa at Grounded. Enjoy time with family and friends at the Holiday Open House.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
President Biden is announcing the federal government will pump more than $16 billion into improving the nation's busiest rail line.
At an event in Delaware today, President Biden said the funding will go into more than 24 projects along the Northeast Corridor, the Amtrak system that connects cities including Washington, New York, and Boston. Biden hailed the new investment, saying he knew the agony of waiting on a stopped train while trying to get home.
We're announcing historic investment in America's railroads. I've been talking about this for a long time, I know, but finally we're getting it done. More than $16 billion, 16 with a B, billion dollars here in the Northeast corridor.
The president also added the outdated infrastructure leads to over 4,000 hours of delays each year on Amtrak.
Demonstrators with Just Stop Oil, also known as JSO, smashed the protective glass covering a Diego Velázquez painting titled Rokeby Venus at the National Gallery in London today. Video taken by JSO shows two members approaching the painting and hitting the glass. One of them says, quote, "Women did not get the vote by voting. It is time for deeds and not words." The same 17th century painting was slashed by the suffragette Mary Richardson in 1914 during the fight for women's voting rights. The Metropolitan Police confirmed 2 people were arrested for criminal damage.
Earlier today, the acting United States Attorney for Massachusetts announced the seizure of over 220 pounds of illegal drugs from a home in Lynn, including some shaped like Valentine's Day candy. Investigators say there were more doses of drugs seized in the house than there are people in Massachusetts. According to prosecutors, small children were living in the first and second floors of the home where the drugs were being kept. It's believed to be one of the largest single-location seizures in New England history. The seizure included 9.2 kilograms of fentanyl that was made to look like heart-shaped Valentine's Day candy.
The worst part is sitting right in front of me. This big bag is 9.2 kilos of fentanyl, what tested positive as fentanyl, that's made to be designed to look like candy. If you take a quick look at that bag, you'll see they look like heart-shaped Valentine's candy that we've all seen.
All three are due in federal court next week.
Well, after the break, one lucky runner in the New York City Marathon yesterday got a very sweet treat thanks to a spectator. Find out what he got.
Plus, we'll have one final look at tonight's forecast, courtesy of Greg.
It's time to go tankless with a new Bradford White Infinity tankless water heater from Maxwell White. Upgrading to a tankless system allows you to have unlimited hot water whenever you need it, no matter when you last used it. Hot water is an integral part of everyone's life, so let the experts at Maxwell White help you choose the best water heating solution for you and your family. Trust the company that's been keeping La Crosse and the surrounding areas comfortable since 1994. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Ultra's A-plus accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees. Open your account online and start getting more from your checking account. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
It's time to get out and rediscover Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Grab your friends and play for the day, or 2, or 3. It's time for you to win, laugh, and enjoy. Over 650 slot machines, tables, bingo, great rewards, delicious food. Ho-Chunk Gaming, just what you need. Get out again and experience the difference at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
Get ready to save some money because it's still going on. The King Furniture Total Renovation Sale with hundreds of recliners, motion furniture, bedroom furniture, and more. All drastically reduced. Over $2 million of quality name brand furniture at incredible prices. Like these Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $299. Queen mattresses starting at $349. Reclining sofas starting at an incredible $699. Do not miss the King Furniture Total Renovation Sale.
Well, many spectators held signs and cheered on runners in this year's New York City Marathon yesterday.
But one runner got a little something extra. Video was captured of one man offering a soft-served ice cream to those running by. You can see him holding out a vanilla chocolate twist. Unfortunately, it didn't have any sprinkles or nuts or chocolate syrup, but he finally did get a taker of the cone, a runner wearing a Fordham University shirt who was applauded as he jogged away holding his sweet treat.
Reminds me of that Seinfeld episode where the guy actually accidentally takes Kramer's hot tea cup instead of what he thought was water. Yes. I'd definitely be reaching for the ice cream.
Oh, for sure.
If you caught me running a marathon, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. You're like running off those calories in 1 mile.
Thanks,
yeah, look at him. Good for him.
He looks happy.
He's a winner.
All right, we might see an AM shower tomorrow, but otherwise I think drizzle or some light rain may come in as we go until Tuesday night, which might lead to a soggy Wednesday, but not a lot of rain really overall. And then we have temperatures dropping down to the 40s, but overall not too bad overall forecast we look through.
Yeah, there's a lot to like in that 8-day.
I like it.
Thanks, Greg, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.